Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm planning to do a fall scenery. So for the background, it's going to look crazy right now, but hopefully it all comes together at the end. So I wanted the top part to look like a sky and the bottom to look like, ground area. So for the top part, I used Color Vibe Blue Skies and Whiteout. And for the bottom half, I used Candy Moyo 961 and a little bit of LA Colors and Nudie to get this effect. I've also applied a matte top coat, and I'm still using this LA Colors one, and it's doing fine so far anyway. Now for part of this, I wanted like my main focal point to kind of be like houses, but I really wanted a plate that I could do multiple things, make the houses into like, if I wanted them for fall or Halloween or Christmas, spring, whatever. And the only one I come across that I really was mostly interested in was this plate. And it's called Mushroom Houses, and it's by Pretty Fingers by Robin. This will be my first time ever trying any of her plates. So let me get this film off and I'll be right back. Okay, so on one area she'll do like large images, and on the other she does smaller ones. I feel like these are going to end up being still too big for my own nails. I'm hoping they'll work for the nail tips. And I do have a shrinker stamper, but to be honest, I just really don't mess with it. I should, and I may end up having to for these. But I thought like these here remind me of like a gnome house. These kind of like a fairy house. These like Christmas. And this one kind of like could go for any of them, or fall. But I could also make them into spooky houses if I wanted to. So I think I'm going to pick up 2 of these today and make them into a fall house. So in one of my videos I mentioned I used to play The Sims because I love decorating the houses. So in a way this is what that reminds me of, except obviously I'm not decorating the inside, but I think I'm going to go with these 2. So I'll pick this one up first since it's on the bottom. And I'm going to use Maniology's Cocoa to do so. Let me move the napkin so you can see better. Okay, letting you know, I've decided to swap over to Maniology's Evergreen B315 because there was a lot of the greenery that was more solid than what I realized, so I think it'd be better for me to do that. So I have gone back and picked that one up, and I'm going to do the next one in the same color. I can definitely tell this plate is very etched just from the scraping, and whenever I was cleaning it off, the cotton was getting stuck on there. Okay, now I'm going to go to plate M131, and I'm going to get these trees right here. And also, if you look, there's a couple of these little mushroom houses here. But again, I wanted more variety. So I'm going to use Maniology's Optimism B399 to pick up that. That one's real etched as well, so that's why I kept scraping it to try to get all that color down in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this one. Oh, I let it dry too long. Hold on. Okay, and I applied more matte top coat to get it to stick down. And it was because I was trying to decide. And then I ended up taking too long, so couldn't get it to stick. Get on there. Okay, so I got my thin brush out here, and I have a little bit of that cocoa, Maniology's cocoa, just to get that like the trunk to come in a little bit, because since I picked it up in green. Okay, now I'm going to take a mixture of Paparazzi's Dandelion Fuzz, LA Colors Maryland. I think I'm just going to start with those two. I was going to bring in a yellow, but this one's going to kind of count for that. So let me kind of see how it goes. And just kind of use my brush to kind of add some different colored leaves on there. So I'll just start with one color first. That way the other don't dry up by the time I get to it. And I still want some of that green to come through. Okay, now I'm going to Maryland. I'll bring it closer here in a minute so you can see. Okay, and I do want just a little baby pinch of that yellow. Okay, I'm going back to that same plate. I'm going to pick these trees up here. I'm going to pick that up in cocoa because it's just the bark of the tree. I don't need that very bottom because I already got my ground base. Okay, now I'm going to plate M064 and I'm going to take these right here, steel cocoa, Okay, I'm going back to this one because I want this little one right here. And I'm using Optimism. And I'm also going to grab this one as well. So I'll also have to go through to do the leaves different colors just to add on to that. Okay, so right now I'm adding the bark area. Okay, and I'm doing the same 3 colors as earlier. Just getting a little bit of that off. And then just a little yellow. And these trees I'm leaving bare, like as if they've already lost their leaves. And these ones are in the process of turning. Okay, so I'm going to come back to something on one of the tree areas. So these will have time to be drying in the process. So I'm first going to take the yellow color and color in this little open area at the top, like it's like the roof area. And for the roof itself, I'm going to use Nudie. Okay, and there's, you can see, what am I trying to say, friends? Branches right here. So I'm going to go in with the cocoa for that. Okay, and for the top of the trees, I'm going to do like I did on the other ones in a mixture of colors. So I'm first going to use Maybelline Tropic Talks. Okay, and some of Dandelion Fuzz. And a little red. Okay, and there's a couple little flowers right here, so I'm going to take Color Vibe in Pink Haze. Okay, for the door, I'm going to use Candy Moyo 957. Okay, I've gone back to Tropic Talks to add some like a brighter green to some of this green area at the bottom. And whatever is still showing, I can have that the background color come through for that. Okay, then for the actual house part, we'll do Candy Moyo 930. And I'll give you a closer look here in just a minute. Okay, and we'll look at this one. Sorry, I tried to brighten it up a little bit because I could tell you couldn't see that very well. Okay, for this one, I'm starting with the branches. I'm going to do cocoa for that as well. Then up here, there's some that are just bare. Apologize, keep pulling it close to me instead of where you guys can see it. But it has a lot of small, fine details, so I'm having to get it closer so I could see it. Okay, so there's like a little chimney looking thing on here, so I'm going to take Maybelline Serene Steel. Okay, let's do this door in red. Okay, and this one has stairs, so let's do the stairs in that same gray. Okay, for the leaves on the tree, back to Tropic Talks. And I'll also go ahead and add in some of those other colors to it, so I'm leaving part of this one bare. And I'm going to add a little bit of this to the bottom as well. I was trying to see what this is right here. So I'm going to leave part of that piece bare so the background can come through for that. I'm going back to that yellow to add some for the leaves area. And some dandelion buzz. And I found another little stump over here, so I made that in cocoa as well. So let's, for the roof, go to 952. We're almost done, friends. Then I was trying to decide what color do we do the house in. Let's do that in Candy Moyo 957 compared to the roof color. They're two different colors. The other one's more kind of reddy brown tone. This one's more orangey brown tone. Okay, and we'll look at it. Again, I left that one piece bare right here for the background color to come through. Okay, so this house, since it's straw, we're going to go ahead and add it. And I just did the matte top coat. Okay, so for this one, I've decided I'm adding some touch-ups. So I'm adding some more to that door. And I'm also wanting a little bit more red on the trees. Okay, I'm also gonna, I think, add some yellow to kind of make a window down here. And on the other side as well. Okay, before I add the other house, I'm going to take plate M334, and I want to pick up some of these, just the upper part of these leaves. And I'm probably going to do that in, ooh, sorry, that bottle. I want to go through with the same colors, so yellow, the orange, and the red. I'm going to swipe that direction a couple times. It's kind of just lay it around to make it look like they are falling or did fall. I don't really want the big ones because I feel like will throw it off. Okay, so I like that much better, so I'm going to do that, I think, to the other one as well. I'm going to pick it up and kind of look at it. Taking off parts of it I don't want. Turn it. Okay, I see there's this one as well. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, and I'm adding the last house here. And I think with this one, even though there's not more stairs on the image, I'm going to come down with them anyway. And I'm also going to add windows for it in yellow because it has some, but they are in the green. And they were solid, so it wasn't to where I could reverse stamp it in the way I would like to. Okay, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it at. So really just a fall scenery. So I do greatly appreciate you watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you so much, and I will list any of the Maniology products I used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day, friends.